This morning we've come to a place called Wetland Fen. I've been here before, quite a long time ago since I last came. As we came in, could hear a green woodpecker straight away. But it's a great place for Marsh Harriers, and that's what we're going to be looking for today, amongst other stuff. You do get quite a lot of Chinese water deer as well, so we have to keep an eye out when we're walking down the paths, just in case we walk into any deer. But yeah, hopefully we're going to get a few things. Just nice to be somewhere different for a change and get out again. So yeah, we'll have a wander around. We're going to go and head up to where the Marsh Harrier hide is. If there are people in there, obviously I can't vlog when I'm in there. But we're going to see if we can see any Marsh Harriers. The hide is quite raised and it looks over the reed bed, so it's quite nice. Weather for today, I don't know. I mean, we've had thunderstorms yesterday. They're forecasting heavy showers, but mainly dry and sunny, I think. So hopefully we can avoid the showers and avoid the thunderstorms. Last thing we want to do is get struck by lightning. It's just so peaceful around here. The only thing you're going to hear around here is me breathing because I'm always out of breath because I'm so unfit, but there's no road noise, no traffic noise. Absolutely beautiful. All you can hear a few birds in the trees. And to be honest, I can't hear that much at the moment. Again, it's that time of year. We're well over halfway through July. It is quite quiet this time of year. But yeah, just that peace and quiet is absolutely wonderful. So I was saying a little while ago how peaceful it is around here. The only thing you do get is there's an RAF base quite close. So I've had a couple of helicopters and a jet flying over the top, so that does disturb the peace a little bit, but I'm guessing the wildlife's probably used to it because it goes on all the time around here. But yeah, not great if you want to record a vlog though, and there's an RAF jet goes over the top of you. So, but other than that, it's really peaceful. The place just seemed to have it to myself, to be honest. There was one car out in the car park, that was about it. But other than that, I've not seen anybody around. So hopefully, well, it's a midweek. Actually had a day off work, which is unusual for me, but midweek, so yeah, it should be pretty quiet. In the Harrier hide now, can't see anything. We're going to sit here for a while. Again, you know, not a great time of year really, but you never know what might pop up. As I'm sitting here thinking there's no signs of any Marsh Harriers, there's a tree over there which is almost like a little dead tree, not very big, just sitting out in the middle of the reeds out there. I've just got the binoculars out to have a look at it, and I'm glad I did, because as I got the binoculars out I could see there's actually a Marsh Harrier just sitting on one of the branches, just preening itself. I can't see it with my naked eye, but soon with the binoculars I can see it. It's quite a distance away. And with the sun out now, there's going to be a bit of a heat haze, so get a little bit of video and whatever. And but we won't get any shots from here; it's too far away. But yeah, good to see it. And hopefully, once it's finished preening, you never know, it might give us a bit of a fly around. Well, apart from that distant glimpse of the Marsh Harrier over the tree over there, we've not seen anything else. A couple of ducks on the pond. We can hear some reed warblers out there. Loads of wood pigeons around. But yeah, nothing else, and no more sign of the Marsh Harrier at the moment. It took off from the tree and flew away from us, so that was the last we saw of it, really. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to have a walk down to one of the other hides. The other hides supposedly are more for kingfishers and things, so I've not really spent much time in those, so we'll go down and have a look. There's a little bigger pond there, I think. Quite often see kingfish, and there might be a few other bits and pieces around, so we'll have a walk down there, and then I think if there's enough time in the day, then we might come back up here and have a little look a bit later on in the afternoon and see whether there is anything else around. So yeah, let's go and give that a go. What am I doing here, you might ask, lying on the floor? Well, I came and sat on this bench just over here, just for a little rest as I was walking around. And I could hear this purring noise down in the reeds down here. There's little dike runs down here. And as I listened, it just carried on. And as I was sitting on the bench, I saw something run across this little bridge here. And it looked like a weasel or a stoat. And I carried on sitting there. The next thing, out into the path by the side of me, was a whole family of little, I'm going to call them stoats, whether they're weasels, stoats, I'm not sure, but stoats. A whole family came out on the path right in front of me. There's one on the bridge now, just running across the bridge. And I saw the parent a couple of times run backwards and forwards. And then these little stoats, the whole family keeps running across this bridge. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, talk about unexpected wildlife. Really didn't expect it. So I've just been lying here, taking some videos, taking some images. I don't think I've got a decent image yet. So I'm going to give it a little bit longer. They ran across the path the other way a little while, but one of them's just come back, gone back across the bridge to where it was before. I'd like to see the parent come back, but haven't seen the parent yet. But yeah, there must be, I don't know, 6, 8 of them running around. Absolutely superb. So I'm going to go quiet again, just see if I can get a few more images. I managed to get my body back off the floor, which is not easy at my age. And I'm just going to carry on walking now to the hide where I was going. What a great experience. Never seen a family of stoats like that before. So that was really worth coming for, even if it's just for that for today. They went a bit quiet, so leave them be. Didn't seem to disturb them. And maybe on the way back we'll have another little nose, see if they're there. But we'll head down to this hide, getting out of breath. So sit down and a bit of lunch, be a good thing. So we finally made it down to the hide after that little detour for the stoats. But how amazing was that? See that family running around. I didn't see the parents again. But as I say, we've got to walk back that way. So if we've got a bit of time, that may be another little spot we'll stop off at. But yeah, we come down here, we've got this small lake in front of us. A couple of ducks on there, a couple of mallards. And we've got a couple of, well, at least one common tern flying around. So beautiful buzz. I love the terns. I think they're absolutely amazing. It's been fishing. Hasn't caught anything, but there's some big fish in here because there was a big splash just down there then. But yeah, I'm going to see if I can get a couple of the pictures of the tern as it's flying around. Just have a little bit of a chill out really for a while. It's been quite a long walk to get here, and I'm a little bit tired. So yeah, we're going to chill out, sit here a bit and just watch what happens. There's also around the edge of the lake, there's some lovely reed beds and areas. So again, potential for Marsh Harriers, red kites, all that sort of stuff around. So, yep, let's sit tight, see what happens. So we've just had a couple of things while we're sitting here. First of all, I heard a kingfisher and I looked down and I saw it flying somewhere from around here across the pond, and then looked like it went up into that tree, but it probably went straight through the other side somewhere because I know there's another lake the other side over there. And then the next thing is I could hear a green woodpecker, and I think I could hear it, couldn't see it, but then all of a sudden it flew across from one tree to the other. So I think it's still in that tree at the moment. I heard it go in there, but haven't seen it come out again. So yeah, so there's a few bits going on. Got some reed warblers down in the reeds, but they're not very easy to photograph. You're quite high up here, so it's quite difficult to do any photography. But I'm hoping, I'm going to give it, what, another 20 minutes, half hour, and just see if the kingfisher makes a reappearance before we move somewhere else. Well, I didn't know which way to point the camera. The kingfisher's just come back in, and it's actually still sitting in the tree out there. It's not doing much, it's just sitting in the tree. I guess looking for fish in the water below. Not in a great spot. Where it came in, first of all, it was in clear vision, but it is quite a long way away, so not great for images or video. Hoping it's going to just, the next bow's branch right out, hangs out. I'm hoping it's going to jump onto there. At the moment, it's into the middle of the tree, so you can just about see it. But while I'm watching the kingfisher, we've got a buzzard going over the top. So I'm not sure whether to come off the kingfisher and photograph the buzzard. And we've got the tern flying around now as well. The tern's just come back again. So I don't know which way to point it. I'm watching the kingfisher, hoping it might do a dive, but I think I'm going to photograph this tern. Oh. And just as I started to do that, the kingfisher took off out of the tree. I don't know if you heard it or not. Don't know where it's gone. It seemed to go down low, and don't know if it caught something and then flew off. So I missed the tern and I missed the kingfisher, but here's the tern again. Oh no, I'm still exposed for the kingfisher. That's no good. That's going to be way too exposed on a white bird. It's just flying around again, so I'm hoping it keeps doing a circuit. So let's see if it just comes around and does another circuit. Come on. No. No, it's gone off in the other direction. Wildlife. You can't trust it, can you? I just had my first encounter with a couple of deer as I was walking down this path. Unfortunately, they saw me before I saw them. And they disappeared off into the undergrowth. A couple of small deer, not even quite sure what they were. It might have been Chinese water deer, not sure. But yeah, wasn't prepared. Walked down the path, wasn't really looking properly, and there it was, staring at me. So we did just have another encounter with a deer, munkjack deer by the looks of it. Just walking down the path from the hide, and it was out in the path in front of me. Saw me, disappeared in the bush, but managed to get a couple of shots before it disappeared. So at least we've got a deer from here. Well, I think that's about it. I think it's time to start heading back towards the car. So, what a strange day. You can never know what wildlife's going to do for you. We come out looking for Marsh Harriers and we ended up turning it into a Stoat video. Yeah, I just came back down the path where the Stoats were, and they're still there. One of them just poking its head up through the cracks in the bridge, so hopefully we've got some decent shots of that. So yeah, we've seen a Marsh Harrier. We've seen, what else have we seen? We've seen a buzzard, although no photos. We've seen common tern. We saw briefly the kingfisher. We have seen a deer now as well. I think that's it. I can't remember what else, but yeah, not a bad day really. But really the Stoats made it. Without the Stoats, I think it would have been a bit of a difficult video. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Whatever you're doing, have a great day, and I'll catch up with you again soon. Bye for now.